Hello. So sorry I've been away again, but I'm back now. I'm back from all my travels, which were amazing, and I'm getting ready to start school on Monday, which is shitty, but it means I can update about videos just in time for the playoffs. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. So the Penguins have one game left of the regular season this afternoon or this evening for me against the Philadelphia Flyers. They close off with rival games against Washington and Philadelphia. Now, this is a huge game for the Flyers because they're trying to get into the playoffs. The Penguins are now currently riding an 8-game winning streak. They're the longest of the season, are trying to close out the season, make it 9. Crosby and Letang both have 8-game point streaks as well, so they've been keeping the team going. All of this without Evgeny Malkin. The Penguins have won, I think, 14 of the last 15 games, all without Malkin. Pretty incredible. Now, we know Malkin won't be back till the second round if the Penguins make it that far, and Mata and Fleury and Rust are not going to be back next game. We know Wilson's out long term, so hopefully they'll be back for the playoffs, but the Penguins still have some injuries. But it doesn't matter because the young kids have stepped it up. Kuhnhackl just came out of nowhere. He posted very good junior numbers playing with Taylor Hall and the Windsor Spitfires, but his numbers in the AHL left something to be desired. I think that when he came to the organization, they wanted him to be a more two-way player, so his offensive numbers took a back seat a bit, but I've really been impressed with him. I didn't think that he would amount to anything, but he's really played well on the third line with Matt Cullen and Eric Fair. Matt Cullen, who's a 39-year-old in a 29-year-old's body, he's looking sick. He's got 15 goals, which for a third, fourth line player is really good, especially one who's 39. Pretty amazing. Now, he's not putting up Yager-esque numbers, but he's not Jaromir Jagr. For a depth forward, that's really good. It's definitely better than the likes of Tanner Glass and Zach Sill and all those guys that we've seen over the years. It's a refreshing change for sure. So, as I mentioned, the Penguins have one game left tonight. They're not sure if they're going to play Crosby and Letang, as they do not need to because this game is meaningless. The Penguins have wrapped up second in their division, second in the East, which guarantees them home ice advantage for the first round and for every round. Unless they play the Capitals, of which they would not have home ice advantage. But that's pretty good, considering that this was a team who was in shambles just a few months ago. I had no idea what their identity was. I don't think they knew what their identity was. People were wanting to call a summit. They're like, what's wrong with Crosby? Only Malkin is playing well. What's wrong with Letang? But now this team is on fire, led by Crosby and Letang. No one has more points than Crosby since January 1st. No defenseman has more points than Letang since January 1st. And he's also top 5 in points since January 1st, which is pretty incredible. Everyone's been talking about Erik Karlsson winning the Norris, and they've been beating that drum for a while now, which they should, and the whole debate is Karlsson versus Doughty, and Karlsson has had a monster season on a shitty team. But the real debate, in my opinion, and there's a great article about this that Adam Gretz wrote for CBS Hockey, the real debate should be between Karlsson and Letang, because Letang is not as offensively talented as Karlsson. He's second to Karlsson probably in terms of offensive ability. He's not quite there, but he's almost at that level. He's just as fast. He's actually better defensively. If you look at his advanced stats, he's better at suppressing shots. He's got better fancy stats. Drew Doughty beats him in that aspect. But if you're talking pure offensive standpoint, Drew Doughty's way down the list. He's not even close in terms of offensive ability. 5-on-5, his points production, his points per 60 is not very good. I don't even think he's in the top 10. There's guys way ahead of him like Brent Burns, Oliver Ekman Larson, who doesn't get any credit. Mark-Edward Vlasic, who's more known as a defensive player, has actually more points than Drew Doughty right now, and everyone thinks Drew Doughty's having like some offensive machine. So, yes, Drew Doughty is great, but I don't think he's top 3 in the league this year in terms of defensemen, and that's not a slight on him. To even be a top 10 defenseman in the league is pretty amazing. To be top 3 is elite level, and Karlsson's been up there, and Letang, yes, he didn't have a good start to the season, and maybe that could hurt him a bit, but generally these things tend to go with recency bias, and there's been no better defenseman in the past half of the year, more than half the year, than Chris Letang. So he definitely has to warrant some conversation. Just like Crosby will probably warrant some Hart Trophy conversation. Because remember, a few years ago, Alexander Ovechkin, who had a horrible first half, ended up winning the Hart in 2013, 2014, because he just had that crazy second half. So if he can do it, there's no reason why Crosby and Letang. I still think that Patrick Kane will probably win it just because he's had a better overall season. But I would say in terms of overall if you're going in terms of overall importance to the team, I would say Crosby's been more important, but Kane's been the better player. So maybe you pick Kane for the best player award, the Ted Lindsay, and then Crosby for the Hart if you're going by actual definition. But of course, we know they don't actually sway that way. But in the last half of the season, you could argue Crosby's been the better player. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Letang, in my opinion, he doesn't get enough credit. He's very underrated. People still think that he's bad defensively, which is not true. His game-saving save 2 games ago against Ottawa was absolutely insane. They were down 3-0. They came back, tied it up 3-3. 2 men down, 2 men in the penalty box, killing the penalty. Letang gets it off the line behind Murray and saves it. Absolutely amazing save. And then the next game against Washington, bing, beautiful pass to Sidney, breakaway goal, game winner. That's all she wrote. So Letang is very good defensively. Crosby's also very good defensively. He doesn't get enough credit for that either. Scotty Bowman said he should be a Selke Trophy nominee, which I thought was interesting. Yeah, so final game tonight. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I would like to. I'm a bit conflicted. I'm of two minds. I don't want them to play in the sense I don't want them to get hurt, and I would like to see Pouliot get some opportunity, and we know he's not going to get an opportunity if Lovejoy's there, and if Letang doesn't play, Pouliot can go in, which I think would be good because if he's here, why are you not playing him? But at the same time, I'd like to see them continue to get points. Crosby's at 85 points. I'd like to see how many more he can get. I know there's only 1 game left, but 85 points is pretty incredible. He's third in scoring considering where he was a few months ago, like 156th. And Letang is second on the team in scoring. He has, I think, 68 points as a defenseman, or 66, which is more than most elite forwards get these days. So, very good forwards anyway. So that's pretty incredible. Nazem Kadri led the Toronto Maple Leafs in scoring with, I think, 47 points. Yeah, Letang's got 66 or 68 as a defenseman. Carlson's got 81, which is just absolutely unheard of. So that's why he should win the Norris. As much as I hate to admit it, because I do. He should. And Drew Doughty's not due. I mean, he's 26. Come on. What kind of defenseman was a Lifetime Achievement Award at 26? Lidstrom didn't win his first Norris until he was 31. I think Doughty will be okay. So that's all I have for this one. So please like if you like this video. Subscribe if you really like it. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. Tell all your friends. Share this video. And I will see you after the game tonight while we gear up for playoffs, which start on Wednesday. Ooh, I'm excited.